Hey guys, back again. It's been a while since I made a top 10 list, but since Adventure Time recently came back, I figured now would be a better time than ever to make a top 10 list out of it. Now, Adventure Time is a very nostalgic show for me since I grew up. I was born in 2007, and right near the end of that decade. I grew up partway through 2007s, and I grew up in the 2010s. 2010s was the best decade for animation, without question. Many you old heads comment in the section, "Oh, you and your new cartoons are so colorful and bright." I'm be like, yeah, whatever, man. But back on topic, Adventure Time is a show that I watched when I was a little kid, when I moved to Waterville here. Since then, I've grown this kind of love for it. Watched it on Netflix back then when Netflix had Adventure Time and regular show. That's weird. What a different time back then. But anyways, let's get into it. This is top 10 Adventure Time episodes. If I'm gonna talk about Distant Lands, I don't have HBO Max yet. Maybe someday I'll get that streaming service just to talk about Adventure Time, Distant Lands. But anyways, let's get into it. Number 10.
Backdoor guarded by a manly minotaur.
And Kyrie.
It's waiting for a truly.
This episode is this episode is about Finn and Jake going to this mountain or like fortress to try and get this book, waiting for a truly righteous hero to claim it. So yeah, the plot sounds good. They run into all sorts of mystic things, such as gnomes that like to destroy old ladies for some reason, and a giant who likes to eat people. Yeah, but it really tests Finn's heroic strengths, like tests his heroic attributes, as Jake calls it. And yeah, really good episode. You should definitely watch it. Next, number 9. Guardians of Sunshine. When I watched this episode, I was really fascinated by their CGI in the episode. I thought it was really cool seeing Finn and Jake in this 3-dimensional world. Thought it was really advanced, really cool. Yeah, but listen to BMO when he tells you to do something. Don't press the red button, dude. Just don't press it. But anyways, move on to the next one. Next up, number 8. Adventure Time with Fiona and Cake. Probably like one of the most legendary episodes of the show is a gender swapping episode. Yeah, pretty weird. Really weird. I don't know why they made Jake have a black voice, but this episode is a really great role reversal, seeing how these characters would act if they were women. Sorry, I got some diesel patches in me. But anyways, yeah, very good episode. Just definitely watch it. The next up at number 7, Adventure Time Card Wars. Yep, the episode that got a mobile game for it. I haven't played it, but this episode's pretty good. Whenever me and my family played card games or something, like, I would just call it Card Wars, because this episode is really cool. If only we had this game in real life, it will be way more. Card games would be like way more awesome, and if this was a real thing. But yeah, really cool episode. Shows how badly Jake hates losing, which would be more extended in a later Card Wars episode with one of his daughters. But yeah, really good episode. Next up at number 6. Adventure Time Ice Islands. Yes, I know I'm cheating. This is a mini-series, but if I had to pick a favorite episode from this mini-series, it would really be a challenge, because this mini-series was the shite. If I had to pick what was the best mini-series out of Adventure Time, Stakes would be third, Elements would be second, Islands would be, first, because this miniseries is great. Gave us an in-depth look on Finn's backstory, his mother, where she's been the whole time. And Susan came along, she gave her a lot of character to her past. Really great miniseries. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen Adventure Time yet. Next up, at number 5. Number 5, Adventure Time, Holly Jolly Secrets. An unforgettable Christmas special that gave us a lot of depth to the Ice character. We didn't know much about him. He was just some princess snatching creepo depot that makes you grab out your pepper spray and spray the crap out of him. But now we realize what he was. A mentally ill man who lost his wife because he went crazy because of that crayon. But yeah. Aside from that, though, the rest of the episode is still good. Finn and Jake just looking through Ice Cube's personal life as he try to find his evil secrets. A lot of hijinks ensue. But yeah, next up. At number 4, Simon and Marcy. This won't be the only Ice King centered video, Ice King and Marceline centered video on this list. One more will be on, but this is easily one of the best. Back then, we didn't really know what Marceline's deal was with the Ice King. We kind of got snippets in that in the episode that's going to be next, at number 2, but back till then, we didn't really know. But this episode gave us kind of a backstory. Neato. It starts out with them playing some basketball, then all of a sudden, Marceline goes into how she loves the Ice King, and how he's a dear friend of hers, and it goes back into the events after the Great Mushroom War. How, Simon was doing his best to take care of this kid, and how they lived through the war. Very wholesome episode indeed. I definitely suggest you should check it out. Now, on to the next. Next up at number 3. Next up at number 3, Adventure Time, Escape from the Citadel. A very solid episode, which goes into Finn finally meeting his father, who is a complete douche. Just cares about himself. But it gives us a great battle against the Lich, who was from the Citadel. And yeah, he turned to a baby. But Finn loses his arm, and his dad gets away, leading to Finn just realizing that his father is not that great of a guy. Very powerful resolution for him. But Jake's there for him, so everything's good. Really great episode. Highly recommended. Next up on number 2. I Remember You. A really great episode. You remember that episode I said about this will be the only Simon and Marceline episode? Yeah, that was the second one, and it's easily number 2. Now, I see people rank this episode as like the best Adventure Time episode like ever made. They say the song is good, everything in it is just picks great. But as you can see, I don't really consider it the best. There's like one other episode that I consider the best Adventure Time episode. But this is still a really, really, really great episode that you definitely should check out. Packs a lot of emotional punch to Marceline realizing that the Simon she loved is never coming back. And he's now just some old cuckoo bird who steals women. But yeah, that's it. But as before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Number 11, Joshua and Margaret Investigations. Number 12, Evergreen. Number 13, Elements. Number 14, Stakes. Number 15, Bad Jubies. Number 16, Hall of Igrease. Number 17, Bonneville Bubblegum. Number 18, Hitman. Number 19, No One Can Hear You. And number 20, Mystery Train. With all those said, let's get on to the number 1 best Adventure Time episode ever made.
Adventure time, come on, grab your friends, we go to very distant lands. Wake the dog and then the human, the book will never end. It's adventure time.
Adventure Time, the ultimate adventure / come along with me. Not only is this a great series finale, but it is also the best Adventure Time episode ever made. Like, this episode is just perfect. Perfect from beginning to end. I know people like to lambaste this special because they say it's not that good, didn't wrap out the series well enough, but I don't care. I watched it in 2018, at the end of that summer, and I watch it now and again, and it still blows my mind how great this episode is. It's about Bubblegum going to war with her uncle. They patch things up real quick, and then the almighty Glob shows up to destroy the world. But then BMO sings a song that makes everything go back. Now, why did I rank this episode number 1, you might ask? Well, because it says everything I love about Adventure Time. It has the song, it has the characters, it has the adventure, and it just so satisfying to see this story come to an end. But now with the Disneyland special, we might find the series finale specials even better. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was nice going through these Adventure Time episodes with you. My favorite show of all time. Yeah. See you later.